Hey guys, so my baby and I recently bought a new blender, and now we're gonna tell you guys all about it.
Hi everyone, gonna be showing off new Hamilton Beach blender here, so stay tuned. So this here is the Hamilton Beach blender, multifunctional blender. It has a 14 speed stainless steel blade that can dice ice. It's made basically to help us make salsas. Um, it also can make icy drinks, hummus. It's dishwasher safe and it has a 3-year warranty on there.
So, how excited are you, babe, to finally have a blender?
I'm very excited because I always wanted to have a blender in order to have like crushed ice and other types of things that this blender can do.
Yeah, and I'm most excited about it, babe, because now we can finally make smoothies.
Yeah.
And that'll be good because they're really healthy for both of us.
And maybe I also would like to making homemade salsa too.
Yeah. So now we're gonna open up the blender and show you guys what it looks like.
By the way, this is a Sheffield's knife box cutter. It's actually very handy and it's very safe to use. First things first, we have in here is the manual.
Which my baby will be reading completely so he understands how to use a blender.
Yes. Well, the English part.
Of course, since we don't speak Spanish, babe.
I'm gonna flip it upside down and you can get it out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't come with the bottom part.
Very funny.
Very rich dinner. Cindy, open this one. They really packed it tight in here.
I can tell.
I mean, I know it's probably because of the glass of it, but comes with the safety cap over the plugs too. Keep the plug safe from bending out of whack in transport. Actually, I might as well leave it on there for now because we're not going to plug it in. It's heavy. So I just noticed something is that this thing does not have a slide lock function on it like most blenders do. This is a press down lock. I mean, it is secure, but I mean, you might want to hold on to it when it's in motion because it's not locked in place. There's no lock function on there. Just so that my babe will know when she makes her stuff to hold on to it
Yeah.
when she uses it. the entire thing.
So, how does it look, babe?
It looks pretty cool for the size that it is. One thing that I've noticed too is that this is going to be hard to get in and out. They made the seal extra sealed on there, and I mean it's a good safety feature, but when you say, like, if you had a full glass and you're trying to get this off, you're afraid of tipping the thing.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you're not supposed to fill it to the brim because that would spill over.
Well, yeah, it says max is 40 ounces, so which is 5 cups of liquid. And they also have it in milliliters too, which is 1,200 milliliters, which is 1.2 liters.
So, babe, what's the first thing that you're gonna make in there?
I'm probably gonna make an icy, since that's all the ingredients that we have right now for it. So I'm probably gonna crush some ice, put it into a cup, and then put some Pepsi in there, and have an icy Pepsi.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make a banana smoothie since we already have bananas. I think that would be really good.
Alright, so read before use. Hamilton Beach blender. I'm going to try to read this without my glasses, so stay tuned with this one. When using electrical appliances, basically safety precautions should always be followed by reducing the risk of fire, electrical shock, and or injury up to person, including the following. Read all the instructions. Number 2, this appliance is not intended to use by a person, including children, and reduce physical sincerity and mental capable or lacking of experience of knowledge unless they are closely supervised and instructed. Concerned use of the appliance by responsible for their safety. Well, they say that this thing is supposed to be removable. How's this supposed to be removable? Well, I guess I'll have to figure that out when we read the instructions. Because it says a removable blade,
Yeah.
and there's no screw on top here for it, and there's no screw on the bottom either.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting. Okay, number 2, choose a supervisor or close supervision is necessary when the appliance is in use or near children. Children should be supervised to ensure that they do not play or with the appliance. Hence, be saying her kids do not put their hands in here because of the blades.
Yep.
Because once the thing is in motion, this will actually be in motion with the lid open. Because there's no safety trigger on here to keep the blades from spinning when it's closed. So always, before starting it, make sure the lid is properly on there. And the purpose of this thing here is so that you can add your ingredients while you're mixing. So like if you had ice in here and you wanted to add, let's say, bananas
Yeah.
to it, you open this up and you feed the banana in, dropping the banana in. Do not put your hand inside. Knowing that my hand is not small enough, but still, you want to have safety protocol every
Yeah.
single time you use it.
Well, since we don't have kids, babe, we don't have to worry about anyone injuring themselves.
Yeah, but you also have small hands, so you could probably put your hand in there.
Okay, well, I am at least old enough to know I'm not going to just stick my hand in there and try to be funny like a kid would. So, I'm not going to injure myself with that.
Okay, protect against the risk of electrical shock. Do not put cord, plunge, base, or motor in water or any other liquid. Unplug the cord from the outlet when not in use before putting on or taking off any parts and before cleaning. Avoid contact when moving parts. There's actually one cool thing about this that we can always do too is, instead of taking the entire thing apart to clean it, all you just need to do is add about this much water and add a little bit of dish soap in there and plug it in and then hit the rinse and hit the spin cycle on it. And it will clean the interior without having to take it apart. I found that out through another YouTuber that actually does do that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to skip over that.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, it says here that the features you can easily remove. Okay. Well, let's remove this. Jeez, this thing does not want to come off.
Well, just don't break it.
Unless I'm trying not to do. Well, this might be fixed in place because it's not coming off. I'm not going to look at it anymore.
Yeah.
But it says that to make sure the blender is unplugged. Wait, this thing has a heat function? Oh, see, like right up here.
Yeah.
Has a easy clean cycle. It has blend, stir, grind. So when you grind ice, you just hit this one here. And then this is pulse.
Well, actually, it'd probably be better to do a close-up of that. So you want to turn it this way. So then they can see what you're talking about.
These are all the functions that are on here. And this is where you would actually switch it from high to low.
Yeah, so we have off. We have blend, grind, milkshake, fruit smoothie, frozen drink, green smoothie, and high.
And then up on top, there's stir. I don't know if you got the top ones.
Yeah.
Puree.
Cream, chop, whip, and low. And above blend is easy clean. And then we have low and high.
Okay, clean your blender. Number 1, unplug. Now remove blender jar and lid. Rotate cylinder counterclockwise until cylinder is and the cutting blades assume come apart from the blender jar. Yeah, okay. Wipe blender base, control panel, and cord with a damp towel or sponge to remove stubborn spots. Use a mild, non-abrasive cleaner. Blender jar and cutting blade assembly are dishwasher safe. Do not use. I guess that's the dishwasher settings, but we don't have a dishwasher, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, for now.
Yeah.
Because eventually we are going to get a dishwasher.
How to use Easy Clean function. The Easy Clean function should only be used to rinse the blender between batches for producing the same food. When the procedure is a single type of food is finished, the blender should disassemble thoroughly and clean as instructed in your cleaning blender. Easy. Pour 2 cups of warm water into the jar and add 1 drop of liquid dish soap detergent. Run the blender on Easy Clean for 10 seconds. Discard the soapy water. Rinse with the clean water. This function is not a substitute for regular cleaning as instructed in the cleaning your blender. Well, either way, I mean, and then they have blender tips, troubleshooting, you know, okay. Let's see. The blender smells like it's burning. Turn off blender and allow it to cool. Although motors are tested during the manufacture process, heavy use may cause curring of motor winding. The smell may quickly dissipate after a few heavy uses. If the smell continues after additional heavy use, call the customer care. And just limited warranty, that's it, because everything else is in Spanish. Package bug and they have multiple languages, but overall.
Well, what I'm disappointed in is the fact that it doesn't say anything about what you can make.
Yeah.
Because I thought they would have included a little section about that, but I guess not.
That is really tightly on there.
So, do you want to tell everybody what we did before we decided to go with this specific model?
What do you mean?
Or what do we usually do before we buy a new appliance product?
Well, we look at reviews and we take time to actually go through all the appliances that are out there. And we looked at all the reviews and based it off that. And since we had a limited budget, we went with this model because this model only cost us $25 at Target.
Yeah, because I had looked on the Target website for all the blenders, and most of them had the plastic instead of the glass. And with the plastic, people kept complaining and were like, well, the plastic would break and I'd have to replace it, and I wanted the one I bought to last for a long time. So I decided it'd be better to go with glass. And then when I saw this model on the website, I saw that it only had great reviews. People were happy. They're like, it's lasted me a long time. So I decided to go with this specific model.
Well, for the Hamilton Beach blender, I mean, I give it. Well, we haven't used it yet, but I mean, for appearance looks, I mean, I give it at least 8 out of 10 for it.
And then it might get a 10 out of 10 depending on how it works.
Yeah. We'll have to see how it works. But
And
first
then-
things first, we'll have to rinse it out
Yeah.
with warm water and then test it with something.
Yeah.
So maybe we might do a test real quick.
And then we're going to do another video later to let you guys know what we thought about it.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts, babe?
I don't have any thoughts at the moment for it, but I mean, I'm gonna go rinse this out. I guess we're gonna have to rinse it all together because the bottom piece won't come off, but I think that it should be fine. And then we'll let it air dry, and then once the air dried, we'll plug it in and test it with me making an icy and her making her a smoothie and see how it comes out.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty exciting.
Yep.
Okay guys, so that's it for the rest of this video. If you haven't already, please check out the rest of my videos and subscribe to my channel. Bye!